Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so I just want to do a quick, I'm saying it's going to be a quick video, probably won't be, but just kind of how I'm doing my risers and how everything's going to work out. So I've already got some stuff pre-cut, and I'm going to start here with the incline again. Where the tripod is sitting behind it, I've decided to keep that flat because that's going to be my yard on the lower level. It's going to be roughly 8 feet long. I could have went a little bit longer, but I decided I wanted to give myself enough transition from the yard into this curve with the, since this is going to start the rise again, or the climb I should say, up to the second level. So what I'll do is I'll kind of go through and just speed the camera up as I'm doing this, and then I'll stop periodically and just kind of let you guys and gals know what I've been doing and how I've been doing it, whether it's right or wrong. Maybe it'll help somebody else out. One thing I do want to bring up, just kind of show you guys and gals. Most of you know this, some of you don't. With a lot of the tape measures, this end here slides back and forth. So it is critical when you're doing your risers or any type of cutting that you always measure the same way. What I mean by that is you always pull it tight. So now easy way around that, because I mean, you know, you can get in a rush and you get slack in it, and next thing you know, you throw your measurements off. So what I usually do is I'll just start at the 2 mark and I'll hold it perfectly, and then I'll mark where I need to go next. So for instance, right now I'm at 1 3/4 inches, so I'll make sure everything's lined up. I'll give myself a mark, and then I'll come in with my speed square, and that's how I've been doing it. And this is just a short way to make sure that it kind of eliminates this movement here. I don't have to worry about it any longer, you know, whether I'm pulling it tight or I'm just leaving it like it is and that's it, you know. I mean, a good 1/4 inch, I'm sorry, a good probably 1/8 of an inch play in that. So, I mean, that could actually throw off a lot of your measurements. So, that's something to be mindful of. Alright, so roughly we're going to start here. I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to figure out exactly how I want my curve. I've decided it's going to sit up a little bit farther back towards this wall here, so we'll get that started and we'll go from there. Alright, well, as you can see, we've got the main line loop in, I should say. Just got to come and connect it from that point there to this point. And this will probably be the tracks that lead into the engine facility, and I'm thinking about putting the engine facility right there. However, I may just put it right here and maybe do something different in this scene here. So if anybody has any ideas of what I should do, just with this particular area here, and you know, like I said, do I put the engine facility over there, or do I keep it right here along with the yard? Okay, so as you can see, the curve main line is in with the risers. However, I've got a bit of an issue. So the left hand piece of plywood there is the reversing section, and the blue piece there on the right hand side, that is the main line going up the climb. As of right now, I'm at 7 inches, exactly where I need to be. to get me all the way up to where I want to be height-wise when I get around to the back side of this half wall, on the left-hand side of this half wall. However, as you can see, like I say, there's a 3-inch difference between the two. So I'm going to have to keep that line there, the main line, at a gradual climb. So I'm going to basically back it down to almost a 1% grade and climb. The reversing section is going to have to stay at a 2% climb to catch up with that main line coming up this way. So I cut this out earlier, and as you guessed it, well, what is that laying there for, Darren? That doesn't make much sense. Oh, but it does. So the issue I ran into is actually going to be an exciting issue. And if anybody has any different ideas or ways of doing this, let me know. So this would look funny in my opinion, because a lot of this would be covered. And I think it would just, if I left it where it's at, it's going to take away from the scene, because you're going to have the main line here, and then you're going to have the reversing section climbing up, and you'd really never see that. So what I'm thinking about doing, see if I can do this, and I won't be able to do it. There we go. So that's just kind of sitting there. But this main line would now go flush up against this here, which I can't because the risers are not where they need to be. But after, this was an afterthought after I installed those, so I'm kind of glad that I saw this. So everything's going to shift to the left. These risers will go all the way over here to the edge. And you guessed it, my reversing section is going to come under the climbing section. And it's going to come out right in here. And then it's going to make its climb up on the outside. Now, that's what I call a great issue to have, because I believe that is going to give this entire scene so much more realism, and just it's going to be just simply beautiful to the eye, in my opinion. If anybody has anything they want to add or comment to this, please do, because like I said, I'm in the beginning stages of this layout, but I really like how that's going to turn out. And the good thing is I can put a tunnel here and a tunnel there, so I only really lose sight of this train on the reversing loop for about a foot, versus where I was going to lose it for close to 4 feet. That's a win-win for me. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, in order to get this to meet up before I get to that curve that goes around there, the main line is going to go at a 1% climb now, and the reversing section is going to go at a 2% climb until it meets up with the main line, and then everything flows nicely together. So this would give me a lot of opportunities, I think, just the different ways to do this. And it'll be nice when I have trains going up the climb, and then when the train's coming around, getting ready to come back up as well. Or if one's coming back down, that's going to be neat. So one going up, one coming down. And as I get further along, I think that'll be a little bit more understanding to some people. But anyway, I don't want to, this is turning into more of a layout update than a construction update, but I'm actually excited. So if anybody has any other ways that I could possibly make these two meet better than I am right now, let me know. My original thought was I was going to have that reversing section follow the back here, curve, loop around, and then come back this way. But then I quickly realized in the 20 feet that I have in length, I would lose about 4 feet of that, because making that climb up to hide it, and then I'd have to try to hide that entire scene there. And I don't want to do that. So I think this is the best opportunity, and probably the best approach I have to maximizing the space that I have and to make everything work and flow nicely. Now, of course, this spacer and this spacer will be moved over, so I'll have plenty of room here, and I'll still have my nice curve. So I'm not worried about that. Part of this piece is going to get cut, and it's going to come out here for the curve, and then I'll just add in a kind of a straight piece or a little bit of a curved angle in there, but not much. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and gals for watching. We are coming up on 200 subscribers, so if you haven't entered for the contest yet, please see the contest video that I have up. But other than that, I'm really liking how this is going to come to life here. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Getting ready for Santa to come. What, less than, no, a little bit more than a week. What, 9 days, something like that. But anyway, you guys and gals have a great day, great evening, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching.